Hey guys, what is going on? I am the BPG13, aka the Viper, and I am back with another episode of Evolution of McRae. We're at Rally 4, which is Australia. Australia obviously being a hot and dusty continent. Sorry, that's Australasia, but obviously Australia's in it, and as well as New Zealand, I think. I'm sorry, I don't know my continents that well, although I did take geography for a few years. Yeah, Australia's kind of the halfway point of the season now, so like I said, this is just season 1, so we've still got another 4 rallies to do after this. So we've got, as it says in the description, it's very dry, loose dirt roads, twist through dusty plains and forests. Now, if you guys can remember back to the last few episodes, we encountered our first night stage, and I didn't do too well. Let's just say there's one in here as well, and hopefully, if with a bit of luck this time, I think if we get better luck, then in this rally for the night stage, then I definitely think that we'll be able to pull something out of the bag. Like I said, the difficulty is on standard, so it gives the AI a fair chance. If I put it on hard, it would probably be way too difficult, although that's probably what most people like to see. Challenged. Easy, obviously, it would be miles too easy, and the cars you use are just not that great anyway, and they're quite slow. Which is basically like the GP2 cars of this game, you know, the Skoda Felicia, I think it's called, the VW Golf, and the Seat Ibiza, and the Renault Megane. But those are the cars that you use in the Novice Championship, and it only expands across just up to Corsica, which is the 6th rally. But this one covers all 8 rallies and all stages, all 6 stages for the rally, whereas they only cover the first 3, so you can practically get the full championship covered in literally 10 minutes. It's quite quick to finish. Well, a bit further than 10 minutes, but you catch my drift. Anyway, so we've got Australia stage 1, stage 2. So actually, let's start stage 1. A few twist turns, good acceleration. I think we'll leave that as it is. Why not? So Australia. Our Subaru's done well so far, even though it struggled quite a bit with Monte Carlo or Austria. Hopefully, with a bit of luck, this will be better. 3, 2, 1. And we're off. So like I said, we're on manual gears, so it gives us a bit of a fair chance. The car's a bit more turny than I expected it to be. Oh yeah, by the way, just something to mention on this rally is that it doesn't look fast, but there's a few stages in particular where I think you're like, woo, like that, because they do have several big jumps, and there's several straights in this rally. So there's, like I said, you can get pretty much a load of airtime. It doesn't get as much as a plane does, but it does get a fair bit of airtime in this rally. But like I said, Corsica's the one you probably want to watch for in the upcoming episodes, because that one's going to be I think that's the quickest rally. Indonesia comes straight after it. Not that great. That's kind of like Sweden. It's quite a bit of it's a very, very tricky rally, so we'll be lucky to actually win in that one. That is unless we get lucky, of course, then we should be okay. Does look like a bit like the starting post we just crossed under. Whoops. Oh, I didn't underbrake. I didn't overbrake myself. I underbraked myself. Well, acceleration seems to be doing its job. Whee. Yeah, you don't want to get caught out by this track. Oh, well, this rally, sorry, because if you go off, you usually end up in this green stuff, and it kind of just slow your car down. So that's why I'm trying to keep it as much as I can on the dusty gravel. But yeah, I know this rally series hasn't been going well so well. It's been going good so far, and it looks like I haven't been getting challenged much, you know, by the AI, mainly because I'm able to beat them near enough, apart from how it's on the night stages. But with that being said, this will get harder and more trickier as the characters, and longer as well, should I mention. And also you'll see a step up from the quality of the game. So yeah. Also, I'd just like to take this moment just to quickly mention. Thanks for letting me hit. Thanks for letting me hit 150 subscribers. It's very much appreciated. Let's try and crack for 200 now. People wondering why I changed gears slightly then was because, yay, sounds like in front. The only reason we did it was because, well, I did it, was because the car slows down dramatically, and it kind of helps you. If you go into a corner too fast, if you change the gears down, of course it's going to hurt the engine a little bit, but it won't hurt it that much like it would in a natural game. Say Forza Motorsport, for instance. You know, a new gen console game. If you change gears too fast on that game, you wreck your engine. Your car doesn't move. Whereas on this, it's all good. You don't have to worry about engine damage. Although it does play a little factor. It's more or less if your car gets too wrecked, it'll play a bigger part. And doesn't really play much of a part in this game. But in the future games, it will. Just about up. Oh dear. Oh dear. Seems my button's got stuck again. Kinda need to slow down.
Water splash. 1 right. 2 left.
And somehow. Oh yeah.
2 right.
I don't know how the button gets stuck on this pad, but it just does. I've looked into the button and think, why is it sticking so good? You know, why is it? There must be something sticky that's holding it back. Oh, getting crapped on the time there. It's like there must be something sticky holding it down, but there isn't. It's strange. There might be something in the button, you know, that's making it stick. Maybe. I mean, I've had a look into the button and like near the button, and there's no sticky stuff on it. You know, nothing like Coke or anything. You know, it's dried up and you know it's all sticky. This Coke's sticky when it dries up. You know, so you know it's left behind for a while. But yeah, in the end, it just for some reason it just sticks. No idea why though. But yeah, something else to mention. Obviously, like I said, I'm quite grateful for around 150 subs. Very grateful. Yeah. On a bit of good news, there's a bit of bad news as well, unfortunately. Yeah, the McRae Rally 2 rallies that I've been doing. So I've did it up to Sweden so far. It appears that McRae Rally 2 has deleted the game, meaning that I'd have to start over and do it all again. So instead of me like getting back up to where I was, which took a while, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you see the rally when we get to it in Evolution McRae, because that game will be coming up next after this one. Alright, so this is the first. We got the second. 5 second advantage, that's pretty good. Set another record. Obviously these records aren't going to stick because the Audi Quattro was a lot faster. So we're at 5 minutes 4:63, which isn't bad. And the guy behind us, well, the game's version of McRae is in second, with Kevin Bankman and Richard Burns second, third and fourth. Next, Hua Conklin in his Ford, with Bill Thury, his teammate, just half a second behind him. That's as close as I've ever seen him get. It's Carlos Sainz in 7th, 5 minutes 40, so 3 seconds behind. And then we got Diego, the slowest of the high-ranked cars. Now, this is what I meant. So, C. Steen, R. Magnus, O. Gomez, Harry Robbenbarra, Ken Rosenberg, Alistair McRae, John Cruz, and Pete Bagalski. Sorry, Paul Bagalski, I think it is. I'm not sure. But these bottom 8, so 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and so on, these are like the slow cars. These are the cars you'd use, and it's only out of 8 that it'll be out of 8. So see how the rally here, we're first obviously, and it goes all the way down to 16th like that. Now, something to just point out here is that these, like I said, these are like the GP2 cars of the rallying world in this game anyway. Obviously it's not real life, but in this game they're like seen as a GP2 sort of rally cars. So it'd only be out of 8 cars, whichever team you pick. And eventually, you know, like I said, these are the big boys up front, but there you go. Right, so we're going to save this game. Obviously, we've won 3 rallies in a row now. Can we make it 4 is the question. So, that's been all from me. I hope you guys can catch the next episode of Evolution of McRae. Nearly forgot what I was on about him. Obviously this has been episode 10. We're in Australia now, so hopefully, with a bit of luck, this dusty rally won't overdo the super engine that we've got. Hopefully we won't waste the engine too much. We've got a night stage to overcome. Plenty more things are ahead, facing us ahead in this rally. Obviously it's another 4 stages and we finished it, but this rally is not the trickiest one on the calendar, so this win should be an easy win. I'm hoping, but we don't know. Anyway, that's been all from me, and I shall see you guys in the next episode of Evolution of McRae. Goodbye.